Hi guys, it's Kelly at 3boysandadog.com. So I've been telling you forever that I was going to show you how to make my chicken broccoli braid. So today I actually am doing it. I have my video camera ready and we're going to learn how to do it. So the recipe will be on the site, 3boysandadog.com. But what you see in this bowl is food processed broccoli so that I still have some chunks, some shredded Kraft cheddar, and some food processed chicken breasts. So I cooked the breasts with some salt, pepper, garlic, onion, that kind of thing. And then what we do is we want to take this loose stuff and we want to make it into like a paste almost. So it's hard to say how much mayonnaise you need. I'm using Kraft mayo right here. So it's hard to say how much mayonnaise you need. You just have to keep going until you have a good consistency. You want it to stay together without falling apart. So you want it to hold together. You want everything to hold together. So you can see I'm putting mayonnaise in right here. I don't have a lot in this jar. I'll have to get another jar ready. Okay, so just to show you, this is probably 3/4 of a cup. So let's see. As we can see, that's not going to be enough. See how it still has loose pieces? Can you see that? So you're gonna make it like tuna fish, like you would make a tuna fish salad. You want it to be the same consistency. So probably 1.5 cups is really a good amount of mayonnaise. Alright, so mix that in real good. And then we're going to prepare the braid portion. So I'm actually going to pause this video and get everything ready there and like open the cans and all that good stuff, and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So I've already opened up one. It takes 2 crescent roll tubs. So all you do is open it up, and then you want to open these rolls, okay? So just open it up, but keep it together. My stone got hot. Just unroll them like so. Unroll it. Just like this, okay? And then we're going to pinch all the little seams together. So pinch them together to make them stay. We want to make this one whole thing. So pinch, 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 pinch. See that? Pinching all those little seams together. One's hotter than the other, but it's alright. So just pinch them together. My stove was hot, and I'm doing this on my stove, so my stone is getting hot. Alright, then once you got all those little seams, they don't have to be perfect, then you want to take I use a little bitty roller, and just smooth it out a little bit. Try to make it cover your whole little stone, or whatever you're using. I use a stone from Pampered Chef, just because I love it. And it does a really good job cooking and crisping. And as you're rolling, if one of your seams comes apart, just pinch it back together. Again, we don't have to be perfect here. You need to make sure that you prepare whatever surface you do it on. So I'm using a stone. I just used some cooking spray. Alright, and then I just kind of eyeball it. So let's say this is the center. Give me a nice little space. And then I take a knife, and I just, from about that center, I'm going to start cutting strips, okay? So I cut some strips. I just do whatever happens to whatever happens. And it's best if you don't let your stone get hot, because your stuff will stay together better. It's easier to cut the strips, but I let mine get hot. So cut your strips. So you're going to cut on both sides. Alright, y'all don't need to watch me cut all these strips. So you're going to cut all your strips on one side, and then you want to go and line them up on the other so that you have the same number of strips on each side. And the way I do that is I just spin my little thing and I eyeball it, just like so. See? Oop. I just eyeball. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just approximate. No big deal. Get these strips. These are what's going to make your braid. These little strips of crescent roll dough. And I like a stone because I can just cut straight on that stone. No big deal. I don't have to worry about cutting, messing up a non-stick. Alright. Then, the way I do it, oh, that stone's hot. It's going to be a pain. I just take my mixture, and what I actually usually do is take one of my big scoops that I don't have pulled out because I wasn't prepared for that. Oh well. So I usually have a big scoop, and I just take that scoop and put all this in scoops in the middle, but I didn't pull it out and I don't want to dig for it in this video. So you're going to take it, you're going to put it down the center, just like so, all the way from end to end. You can make it thicker as necessary. So this is cheese and chicken and broccoli and mayonnaise to make it a paste or a salad of sorts. Some salt and pepper and other good flavors. And then I have to get my hands all dirty because, you know, that's how real cooks do. So I'm going to, once I get all this stacked up, I take my hands and I just kind of form it, just like so, trying to make it all approximately the same height or depth or whatever, all the way from end to end. Let me wash my hands real quick. And then we start braiding, and this is where it gets tricky because you're not going to actually braid. So I take my first strip and pull it over. Take my next strip and pull it over. This is it. That's all you do to create your braid. And it looks like you spent forever making this gorgeous braid. And you could put all kind of fillers in it. Whatever filler you want to put in it can be put in there. And it's so good to do at parties and things, because people think you spent forever making whatever, your sausage biscuit braid or your, I like the chicken broccoli braid. It's a good savory dish, but you could fill this with apples and cinnamon. If it falls apart, no big deal. Just mush it back together. And if you do it on a cold surface or a room temperature surface instead of a hot one like I did, your little strips will do a whole lot better. They won't stretch out so much. And it's okay if you have little holes in there. That's just, your stuff's going to come out that way and make it sizzly and pretty. Look, you see how hot that side is. That's it. And we keep going. And when we get to the very end, it gets a little trickier because we have to lift up this braid and tuck those tips right into it. Right underneath. Watch. See how they're starting to hang over a little bit? It's okay. We're going to keep flipping, keep flopping. And then once it's all done like that, you can either cut it off. I don't. I just lift up. Oh, I might have to this time because it's hot. Okay. Usually I just lift this up and tuck it up underneath there. But since my biscuits are hot from my eye, I'm just going to chop that little extra and fold it in like so. There you go. And that's your chicken broccoli braid. Ta-da!